Have you ever heard of a time when people danced until they dropped dead? Imagine a town where ordinary people suddenly started dancing uncontrollably, day and night, unable to stop until their bodies gave out. Sounds like something out of a nightmare, right? But this isn't a story from a movie or a novel. This actually happened over 500 years ago in France. Was it a curse, a disease, or something even more sinister? Welcome to the strange and haunting tale of the dance plague of 1518. Our story begins in the summer of 1518, in the bustling city of Strasbourg, part of the Holy Roman Empire. It was an ordinary day when something extraordinary and terrifying happened. A woman named Frau Trophea stepped out into the street and began to dance. Her movements were frantic and uncontrollable, as if she were in a trance. She danced for hours, and as the day turned into night, she still didn't stop. The next morning, people gathered around her, curious and concerned. They tried to help her, but she couldn't stop dancing. Days passed, and she continued, her feet bloody and her body exhausted. Then, something even stranger happened. Others began to join her. First, a few, then dozens. Men, women, and even children were caught up in the dance. They couldn't stop either. Within a week, the number of dancers had grown to around 400. They danced in the streets, in the market squares, anywhere there was space. People were terrified. They didn't know what was happening or how to stop it. The city officials were desperate to find a solution. Doctors were called in, and they offered various explanations. Some said it was a hot blood, a natural imbalance that could only be cured by more dancing. So they set up musicians and brought in professional dancers, hoping to help the afflicted dance it out. But this only made things worse. The dancers became more frenzied, and the number of dead and injured began to rise. People collapsed from exhaustion, dehydration, and heart attacks. The plague claimed lives, leaving families devastated. The town was in chaos, with no end in sight. Religious leaders thought it was a punishment from God for sins, and they organized prayers and processions, hoping to make God happy. But the dancing continued. After about a month, the dance plague started to die down. The dancers, those who survived, eventually stopped. The city slowly returned to normal, but the people were left with a haunting memory. They couldn't forget the sight of their loved ones dancing uncontrollably to their deaths. So, what could have caused this bizarre and deadly phenomenon? Historians and scientists have proposed several ideas over the years. One popular idea is mass hysteria, where extreme stress from famines, disease, and hardships in Strasbourg caused people to dance uncontrollably. Another theory is ergot poisoning from a fungus on rye bread, leading to symptoms like hallucinations and muscle spasms that might resemble dancing. However, both theories have flaws. Mass hysteria doesn't fully explain the severe physical toll on dancers, and ergot poisoning typically causes convulsions rather than prolonged dancing. Some researchers suggest a religious or cultural trigger, as religious festivals and beliefs in divine interventions could have influenced people to dance. Despite these theories, the exact cause of the dance plague remains unknown, highlighting the mysterious and complex nature of human behavior. This historical puzzle continues to intrigue and baffle us, a mystery from the past that may never be fully solved.